In my last video we talked about HDR and the black level rays and how, in my opinion, it is destroying actually the great atmosphere in this game, because the whole picture just looks washed out. And I had many comments to my video, and many comments are actually saying just use SDR. The problem is the out-of-the-box standard factory settings in SDR are not delivering a perfect OLED black. But don't get me wrong, the out-of-the-box experience in SDR is much better compared to HDR when we just looking at on the black level rays in HDR. In terms of specular highlights, of course, HDR is the clear winner. But the problem is that I was expecting perfect OLED black in SDR, but with the standard settings in SDR, and you have actually 3 different settings what you can choose from. And at least on my PlayStation 5 it was set to TV 2.2, but this setting is not delivering perfect OLED black. I had to change the option from TV 2.2 to monitor sRGB to get perfect OLED black, but then really great OLED black. And it really doesn't matter what gamma setting my TV was actually at, it delivered perfect OLED black. But by the way, when we're talking about gamma setting on TV in combination with SDR, I would actually recommend to use gamma 2.4 or BT8086. And the difference between monitor sRGB and TV 2.2 or 2.4 is actually really big. I had a very bad experience actually with when I set the gamma settings to TV 2.4, because it was just completely off in my opinion. Not sure what happened, but it looks like that the developer maybe thinking, hey, if your TV is set to gamma 2.4, we need to raise up or increase actually the gamma level a little bit, that you can see something in darker areas. The problem is just, it is completely off. So the only really to recommend setting in the Callisto protocol in SDR is monitor sRGB. But regardless if you have now changed the in-game settings to monitor sRGB, the brightness setting in this game is still not correct in my opinion. It is in the standard factory setting just way too much. In the standard factory settings in terms of brightness, I had a very grainy picture. I didn't like it at all, especially in very dark areas or where you actually expect less details because it was very dark. I had a very grainy, noisy, foggy look. So I found that the standard settings are just way too much. After decreasing this to, let's say, between not visible and barely visible, it was much better. And now, of course, you're expecting from me a perfect recommendation for this setting, and yeah, I can deliver this. All what you have to do is turn off your light, make sure nothing else is on apart from your TV, and set this up that you barely can see this symbol, and then you're good to go. If you now use SDR or HDR, it really doesn't matter, because the Callisto protocol is a great game in my opinion. And I'm very happy that I choose the PlayStation 5 version, because I'm not sure if you heard about that, but we have a lot of problems on the Xbox Series version and on the PC as well. Shader stuttering on the PC and not a very nice frame rate on the Xbox Series X, at least in the 30 FPS mode so far as I'm aware of. Not sure why, because there shouldn't be too much difference between PlayStation 5 and Xbox, but that's how it is. I'm happy that I bought actually the PlayStation 5 version without knowing about any issues from the other platforms, but that's how it is. Sometimes you need to be lucky. Anyway, that's for this video. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. If you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.